Hi, friends. I have a really wonderful book to share with you today. It's about friendship. It's called A Sick Day for Amos McGee. And in this story, our main character, Amos, is down here. And he's a little guy who has some really special friends. And usually he takes care of his special friends. But let's take a listen and see what happens. A Sick Day for Amos McGee, written by Philip C. Steed, illustrated by Erin Stead. Amos McGee was an early riser. Every morning when the alarm clock clanged, he swung his legs out of bed and swapped his pajamas for a fresh, pressed uniform. He would wind his watch and set a pot of water to boil, saying to the sugar, "A spoonful for my oatmeal, please, and 2 for my teacup." Belly full and ready for the workday, he'd amble out the door. Every day, Amos waited for the number 5 bus. "Next stop, City Zoo," the bus driver would call. "6 a.m., right on time," he'd reply. Amos had a lot to do at the zoo, but he always made time to visit his good friends. He would play chess with the elephant, who thought and thought before making a move. Run races with the tortoise, who never, ever lost. And sit quietly with the penguin, who was very shy. Do you spy this little red balloon drifting off? I noticed that there. Lend a handkerchief to the rhinoceros, who always had a runny nose. I can tell that Amos has a very big heart and takes great care of these friends. And at sunset, he read stories to the owl, who was afraid of the dark. Look at what he did. How kind. He brought a light over near the owl's tree so that the owl wouldn't be scared of the dark. One day, Amos awoke with the sniffles and the sneezes and the chills. He swung his achy legs out of bed and curled them back again and said, "Ugh, I don't think I'll be going to work today." That's hard, huh? When we have days and we don't feel well. Meanwhile, at the zoo, the animals waited for their friend. The elephant arranged his pawns and polished his castles. The tortoise stretched his legs and limbered up. The penguin sat patiently all by himself. The rhinoceros worried that his allergies were worsening. The owl perched atop a tall stack of storybooks, scratching his head with concern. Where is Amos? They all wondered. Later that day, do you see that, you guys? They have all left the city zoo. They are walking down the sidewalk. Do you spy that red balloon again? There they all are. Oh, it looks like the penguin is going to get the red balloon. What do you think they're doing? Do you see all those friends got on the bus And not just any bus, you guys. Look at the number on the bus. Do you see that? The number 5. I was just thinking that in the beginning of the book, when Amos was going to work, do you remember what number bus he took to the city zoo? He took the number 5. Oh, hooray! My good friends are here. Oh, and if we look very, very closely, we can see that Amos is smiling. Even though he wasn't feeling well, this sure made him feel happy. The elephant prepared a game of chess. Amos thought and thought before making a move. I'm too tired to run a race today, said Amos to the tortoise. Let's play hide and seek instead. The tortoise hid inside his shell. Amos hid beneath his covers. Amos yawned. I could use a nap. The penguin sat quietly, keeping Amos's feet warm. Achoo! Amos awoke with a sneeze, but the rhinoceros was ready with a handkerchief. This is really special, you guys, because usually it's Amos who's taking care of his little animal friends, but not today. Oh, I am beginning to feel much better. Thank you, said Amos to his friends. He swung his legs out of bed. Perhaps we'll share a pot of tea. Amos wound his alarm clock. It's getting late, he said. After all, we have a morning bus to catch. So Amos said good night to the elephant, and good night to the tortoise, and good night to the penguin, and good night to the rhinoceros, and good night to the owl, knowing that Amos was afraid of the dark, who read a story aloud before turning out the light. Look at that sweet owl reading him a book. And there they all go to sleep together. Now this one's very hard because I don't know if you can spy it, but look by that moon. There's something floating away. Do you see it? It's the red balloon. So you guys, this book is very, very special because it's all about friendship and how friends take care of each other. Sometimes it's your turn to be the friend taking care of somebody, and other times it will be their turn to take care of you. And I saw that a lot when we were at school, right? Friends helping each other when we fall down, friends helping each other when we spill things, friends helping each other when we don't understand something. Friends are really special. And on this day, Amos McGee was reminded that he had some very, very special friends. All right, you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.